Hey everybody, Vaughn here with the Vonster vlog, and welcome to another baby step on our way to 10K steps a day. I am just getting my BitFit synced up so that we can see how many steps I got. If y'all have a pedometer or something of the sort, please let me know down in the comments how many steps you got. So I'm going to start off with just a gentle march. Remembering to breathe. You can make it a little bouncier if you want it more dancey. Let's keep it going and roll our shoulders. Oh, that's like rubbing my belly and patting my head, trying to do my feet at the same time. But that's good. It's a workout for our brains. Let's change direction. I'm a mess. That's all right, though. There we go. That felt real good in my shoulders. Now, keeping a narrow stance, I want to bring my knees up. So a high march. And you can make it however fast or slow as you like. Let's put our arms up overhead. And you can even tap down, bringing your hand down to the top of your knee. Don't forget to breathe. Engage your core so that you are ready to pull that knee up and in. Now let's do heel digs, just tapping our heels out to the front. And you can replace any movement with any other movement that you might rather be doing. If you're particularly wanting to do like hamstring curls or something instead, or doing something different with your arms, truly, so long as we're just up and moving, we're here to be each other's workout buddies. So, or at least I appreciate y'all being my workout buddy. Let's do big old arm circles. So just so long as you're up and moving, then you've shown up and that's a win. Let's change the direction of the arm circles. Let's come now into a side step. And you can make this, the more space you take up, the more energy you're going to be putting into it. So the more calories you're going to be burning, but also the faster I burn out whenever I do this. So I do want to pace myself because we've got the whole rest of our workout to do. So don't feel like you have to go like cray, super intense right from the beginning. Let's go ahead and bring our arms out, up and out into a lateral raise. Y'all are gonna hate me. We're doing knee lifts again. I shouldn't cackle wickedly, but here I go. Doing those knee lifts. Pardon me. Like, you can really get into it, y'all. Go ahead and bring in those figure 8 arms, which is kind of just like having your arms up and bringing them down, but try bringing them both down. You feel that motion? And now just make big circles out of it. I'm really feeling that, but it feels really good to be challenged and to rise to the occasion. We are good at doing hard things, you guys. Let's keep our feet wide and come into a nice wide march. Ooh, I love these pants. They're so like dramatic, but I love it. Nice and wide. And you can really, oh, I like that. Pushing my feet down into like a point. And let's add a row. Sometimes I can't find the rhythm to save my life, but I think it's okay to be kind of just jellyfishing around doing something weird because we're moving, and it exercises my body in different ways to not have a beat. It's like dancing to jazz. I'm just terrible at it, but that's okay. All right, so now we're gonna, I'm whooped. We're gonna keep going though. We've got this. Those glute kickbacks. If you're not quite there, just do a step back, like so. Or you can lift your leg out behind you. Let's go ahead and add to this a bicep curl. I've heard other fitness instructors say the term dig deep. And for a long time, I had no stinking clue what that meant. Just getting up felt like digging deep, but I was getting dangerously sedentary. I think I've mentioned this before in this baby step program, that it's just, if you don't use it, you lose it. And so I'm so proud of all of us just for being here, using it. I don't know what I'm gonna use it for, but I don't wanna lose it, that's for certain. Let's come into these step touch. Kind of a nice like intermission to just bring a little bit of chill into my situation. Because I really like the low intensity. Oh, and so we're gonna keep doing that step touch and reach across, but I like steady state, low intensity cardio. That's one of my favorite foundational blocks for baby stepping my way into 10K a day, into being more active, is not putting a time restraint, first off, on when I need to be doing it by, because I feel like that just sets me up for failure. You know, why put a line in the sand if there doesn't have to be one? And then, what are we doing now? Oh, more of those toe taps to the front. I like these ones. But slow and steady is gonna get us where we're going, y'all. It really is. And slow and steady applied consistently gets me farther than doing these desperate sprints every time I'm feeling motivated. What's really getting me through is showing up with the discipline whenever I don't feel motivated. Just showing up for the bare minimum. And so now from here, let's go ahead and add. You can either add one arm at a time, or you can do both arms at a time, continuing those toe taps. There we go. And now continuing that shifting of weight from side to side with shift and tap, shift and tap. But don't underestimate the power of small things, small, simple things. You can change your life with 15 minutes a day. You can change your life with 5 minutes a day. I did. That's how I started. And I'm already currently about 30 pounds down in my 100-pound weight loss. We're gonna bring back into a step touch, but bring our elbows together in front of us. If you're not quite there, make it a clap out in front. Going wide, clap, wide, clap. Or you can do goalpost arms and kind of clap your forearms together if you can. Ooh, remember to breathe. Let's just march. Now we can go real intense with it too. Little quick baby steps. Now I'm going to bring this down a little slower. How do we do this? Step and lean. There we go. Okay. So with my feet, it's just step, 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 step. Kind of bringing our elbows. Like if we were standing just in place, we're going like this. In fact, let's just do that. Ooh, that feels good. Now we're gonna do, this is the V step, and I'm starting with my left foot. So out, out, in, in. You can go at whatever pace you like, but we do get out what we put in. Sometimes I like smaller, faster movements, and sometimes I really want to feel it more in my muscles. It's whatever flavor you prefer, do that. Let's change direction, right foot lead, or whichever other one you weren't using the first time. And I keep finding myself worrying, let's go into hamstring curls. But I keep finding myself worrying that these videos aren't going to be very good, that they're not going to be as helpful as I would like them to be. But all we can do is try our best and shoot our shot, and hopefully this will be helpful to somebody. And if nothing else, I feel like I'm being helpful to myself by showing up and doing these things. And thank y'all for tuning in, because you're helping me to get to where I want to go in my health and fitness. So thank you for holding me accountable. Let's go ahead and do both arms. Kind of, this is a really big movement. You could do one at a time if you want. So either the opposite or the same side. There we go. Sometimes it takes me a minute to buffer. But I really like doing both because it gets more blood moving, more muscles working. My poor little heart is doing so good. Now, we're gonna come back to that wide tap. We're so close to being done, you guys. That's awesome. Yeah, sometimes it can feel daunting to think about. Let's come across. It feels daunting to think about this mountain that I have to climb ahead of me. 70 more pounds to lose the rest of my life, hopefully, to maintain it. That part honestly sounds pretty fun, because it was scary to think about spending the rest of my life in the pain that I was starting to be in from being sedentary, with whatever that nerve in your butt is that hurts all the time if you sit too much, and that other hip hurting from sitting too much, and my back hurting from sitting too much. Here we go into the march pose. So I do think I was blessed to be able to choose my card before I had fewer options. But we have the power to change our lives, you guys, one baby step at a time. Just marching in place. I'm gonna scale it down even more. Let's get our arms involved. I'm actually gonna just hold in place. And then dip down and do a nice deep squat and then come up. You could just do a little flex in your calves if you want. Clasp hands overhead and, oh yeah, let's lean over to one side and the other. I invite you to do more stretching afterwards. Now that I'm all like warmed up and everything, I'm totally gonna go do some yoga to cool down the rest of the way, but that's gonna be, I don't think I'm gonna be getting that on video because quite frankly, I'm probably gonna fart a bunch and I just don't feel like editing. So I will see, good Lord, Vaughn. I will see y'all next time. Hey you guys, thank you so much for showing up for yourselves and showing up to be my workout buddy for another day of our baby steps on our way to 10K a day. There is a comment or like a question of the day pinned down in the comment area. So if you want to go and check that out, and you can answer privately to yourself just in your own mind or in a journal, or you can answer publicly, because I know that personally it really helps keep me motivated and inspired when I'm not like actively like working out or meal planning myself. Like getting to interact with y'all is so inspiring, and getting to hear your stories and your struggles and your wins and just your ideas and like all of this. Thank you so much. Like it's blown my mind. So I do look forward to hearing from y'all down in the comment area. And there's no obligation and you don't have to keep up with every day, but I do recommend, I know that these questions were very helpful to me at the time of recording. I'm only 30 some odd pounds down out of my 100-pound weight loss journey, but for the first time in my life, I feel like I'm gaining momentum. Instead of normally whenever I start like a fitness journey, like another like Vaughn adventure, it starts out super intense and then the motivation just kind of like peters off until I just resort back to entropy or just my habits, which not all of them are good, not all of them are bad, but I think it's just like maintaining a garden. I feel like maintaining myself is very, very important. And I don't know if it's like this for other folks, but it takes constant daily work of me weeding and fertilizing and watering and all of these different things to be my best self, just the same way that it takes daily work out in my actual yard and garden to help it to be its best and most abundant and less pest problems and less work. And, you know, just, I don't know, I really like that metaphor, but I hope that this is helpful to you guys. Those questions were very, very helpful to me, and I'm very interested to hear any questions that y'all might have as well. So that being said, I will see y'all tomorrow. Thank you so much for being my workout buddy. And until then, you guys, keep on keeping on. Mwah. Bye. I want to give a huge thank you and shout out to our channel members and all of our new subscribers and just anybody who's popping by and watching. Thank you guys so much for being here. Like, I don't kid whenever I call y'all my workout buddies. Y'all being here has helped keep me accountable. Y'all help me to be my best self. Like, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here for me and for being here for you, because you're the only one of you that I got. So you got to take care of you, okay? So I'll see y'all tomorrow. And until then, keep on keeping on. Bye.